You can get your home looking sleek, sophisticated, and organized entirely for $1.25, and I'm gonna prove it in today's video because I'm sharing even more Dollar Tree home hacks. Before we get into it, I'd love it if you smash that subscribe button, but let's chat about these hacks. Let's start today's video in the kitchen. A typical acrylic spice rack organizer for your drawer will run you about $20 on Amazon. Well, all you need to do is head to your local Dollar Tree and get these clear acrylic picture frames. You're gonna take out like the picture frame template and you're going to layer these in your drawer. This is going to allow you to beautifully lay out your spices so that you can see them all and easily access them. This is also going to reclaim so much of your overhead space so that you can use it for other items. Hack number 2 takes you over to the kids section. I want you to pick up one of these clear file like lamination things. Basically what you can do is you can add a clear or a white peel instant command hook to your backsplash, and you can hook this on to add a recipe or something like that. So maybe you're cooking, you don't want to get the recipe ruined, maybe your mom wrote it down, and you can easily remove it and take it down so that you can look at your recipe really easily and continue cooking without any devices on your countertop. Another really great option is to use this magnetic photo frame on your dishwasher as a clean dry notifier. You just have a dry erase marker and you'll write clean or dry. Personally, I don't think this is something that is necessary, but I've seen these trending big time, so this is a great way to get that same look for less. And if you want beautifully organized bins with pretty labels, but you like to swap what's in those bins very frequently, you're gonna love this hack. I want you to head back to the photo section and get one of these magnetic photo frames. Then I want you to remove that template and put in a note card or like a blank sheet of white paper, and then pick up a dry erase marker. Then on whatever bin you have, you're just gonna use some hot glue to add a magnet to the inside or the outside depending upon how thin your container is. And then you can magnetize this label whenever you want. You can use it on other bins, and then it's just dry erase. So you can use the same thing for a label time and time and time again. Now Dollar Tree now has these cutlery holders which are $3, so they fit into the Dollar Tree Plus section. But don't worry, this is the only Dollar Tree Plus item in today's video because that's too much money in my opinion. But this cutlery organizer obviously would be great in your kitchen for cutlery, but it's gonna be great for all of your makeup brushes. It can even organize your hair tools. You can even use it down below in your kitchen for your aluminum foil, your Ziploc bags, your parchment paper, and things like that. Another great cabinet door hack has to do with peel and stick hooks. So Dollar Tree sells these. They're actually incredibly high quality. I have no qualms. They can hold up to 1 pound each, but you can attach these on the inside of your cabinet doors or inside the cabinet itself on the wood part. I recommend doing this because it doesn't actually hurt the wood as much when you remove it, but you can use this to put your measuring cups, your measuring spoons, any type of utensils, you can attach them that way. So you're using that wall space that otherwise is not going to be used. This is such a great hack. Dollar Tree also sells these fridge organizers, which I think are really great, and I'm gonna still use it in the fridge, but these are great for kids' pouches. Those pouches can take up a bunch of space, as you can see in my fridge right now, but this makes them really nice and sleek. You also can put them in your fridge like this and make them accessible to your kids so they can pull them all out, look at them, choose them when they want, and slide it back in. I would actually use these for their intended purpose, but they're so good, I had to share them in today's video. I also want you to head to like the stationery section, the desktop section, and pick up these desktop organizers. So these are great. Now, I don't know if they're food safe, but we're not using food directly on them. I actually want you to use these in your fridge for your drinks. I think drinks can take up so much space in the refrigerator, but those drink organizers can be really pricey online. Now, Dollar Tree also sells narrow versions of these desktop organizers, and I love that they have a gold, they have a rose gold, they have an iridescent version. So these can be fun, and I found these like in the kids desk section. So just so that you know, in case you want to go shop. But these are great for tea bags, sugar packets, liquid IV, any little packets like that that you want to keep organized and take out of those boxes. This is going to be a great way to organize them. But I do want to say these do not fit in like your standard drawer, so keep that in mind. If you head over to the kitchen section of Dollar Tree, you will also find an ashtray, and this ashtray makes the perfect spoon rest. I love this because it actually has 2 divots, so you can put 2 spoons on there as once, and it doesn't move obviously because it's an ashtray, and an ashtray that moves would be a disaster. So this is a great thing to add to your kitchen. Dollar Tree sells a rug pad. It's not very big, but it's a great thing to do. You can use this in your kitchen to stack pots and pans to stop them from hitting one another and scraping one another. You can also use these rug pads in your home. People don't think about this a lot, but you don't actually need a rug pad underneath your heavy furniture. You only need your rug pad where there isn't heavy furniture to hold it down. So You can get little pieces like this, which is a lot more affordable than getting a huge rug pad because it can run you 80, 90, 150 bucks depending upon the size of your rug, and just put it where there is not heavy furniture. This is going to save you a lot of money while keeping your home very, very safe. Dollar Tree also now sells microfiber dusting mitts, and these are great obviously for dusting, but I definitely want you to start using these for dusting your real and faux plants. They can get really dusty. The dustier the faux plant, the more it's very clear that it is a faux plant. So dust them with these towels. They're really great. They get in all of those nooks and crannies and do a phenomenal job. These are also really great for getting your mirrors clean and for getting your light fixtures clean and not murky. Sometimes you think you need a new light bulb, but when in reality it's just dusty and murky and maybe it has a little bit of grease on it. This is going to look polished and brand new. And if you are lacking space and you want to make food prep easy, they now have these peel and stick trash bags. These are really great because you literally peel and stick them. They're not going to damage your cabinet or your countertop or anything like that. And it just gives you a great place to throw things away without wasting space on a major trash can. This is especially good in the bathroom in my opinion because it can fit in kind of like that awkward space that we all have next to our sink that we can't really fill with anything else. I think this is a great option. This might also be something you could install in your car because I feel like we all accumulate so much trash in the car and it takes up so much space. You can maybe attach this to the back of like one of the chairs, put the trash in there and just throw it away at the gas station the next time you fill up your vehicle. I also am super partial to the display easels at Dollar Tree. As you know, they're great for displaying art, for displaying cookbooks in the kitchen if maybe you're not using that hack I showed you earlier, but I also just love to use this to prop up my devices if I need an extra screen. You don't need to buy one of those screen adapters. You can just have easels to display your screens so that you can see them all simultaneously. And there is now this new paint edger at Dollar Tree. They had a different version before, which is still very good, but this one is great because it has these really soft bristles. This is going to be great for cleaning the crevices of your kitchen, of your bathroom, for getting your baseboards, for getting your vents clean, and maybe they're really dusty. This is going to get in all of those nooks and crannies and really help revive your space. And while I didn't pick this up, this is the hack that I thought of that I wanted to share. You can also use the Dollar Tree file folders to organize your water bottles or your cutting boards. I did this with IKEA products, and be sure to subscribe because I have a new IKEA organization video coming out that is designer approved, and I think you're really gonna love it, so you gotta make sure you're subscribed. But you can do this with Dollar Tree file folder organizers as well. I just don't like the colors and therefore I didn't want to do it in my own home, but if you like the bright colors, that is a great way to organize those items. And of course, you can also use the fragrance sachets that they have to refresh your drawers to make sure that they keep smelling good. I know not all of us like to use laundry boosters or essential oils or something like that. So something I like to do is to just put my favorite bar of soap, so a nice Dove soap, in one of these sachets and put it in my drawer. The soap doesn't have any contact with my clothes, but it keeps my drawers and my clothes therefore smelling nice and fresh and clean. I mean, what smell is better than the smell of soap? And I do want to wrap up today's video by sharing some decor hacks from Dollar Tree because Dollar Tree does have a lot of potential when it comes to decor. And if you end up liking these hacks, let me know if you want a full Dollar Tree decor hacks video because I'd love to make one for you. First up is using those really vibrant picture frames as trays. So this is a great way to have a good riser for your candles. You can use this for your keys. They're really vibrant, super fun. All you have to do is paint over the base and they're actually going to look very, very cute and not so much Dollar Tree. Something else you can do is you can get those little Dollar Tree mirrors and put them in there for a nice reflective sort of coaster moment, which I think could also be very chic. I also like to get the peel and stick wallpaper from Dollar Tree and pair it with some of the frames for a fun like framing moment. This is a great way to get a novel framing technique. I've talked a lot about this recently on my channel, including in my video interior design trends to try in 2025. So click here to go check out that video. I also wanted to show you what it would look like to use a Dollar Tree rug pad as an art mat. I think it looks really cool. I love this grid look. This looks super high end to me, and the rug pad is from Dollar Tree, as is the frame, and the art is just a cheap print from Etsy. But this is a cool way to, you know, frame a piece of art a little bit off center. This is a really chic version that's super affordable to do because all of the materials necessarily are only $1.25 each, and you can get a few different versions from the same peel and stick wallpaper. Speaking of, you can also use this peel and stick wallpaper to wrap a magnifying glass. It's going to make the handle look a little bit more luxe. Magnifying glasses like this go for like $50 online, and it's really great if you're getting older, maybe you can't see. They're really useful. My grandma had them like absolutely everywhere in our home as a piece of decor. So you can do that and just elevate it a little bit using Dollar Tree materials. But that's it for today's video. Those are some Dollar Tree home hacks that I think are going to totally elevate your home. Let me know down in the comments which hack you want to try ASAP. I can't even tell you which one is my favorite. But thank you so much for watching today's video. If you want more videos like this, again, please subscribe and please hit that like button so that I know you enjoy this type of content. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and until next time, have a beautiful day.